Hey, I'm Aaron Varble, and let's get into SmackDown Live for February 20th, 2018, because that's what we do. AJ Styles started out the show and he did a little segment where the crowd gave him an extremely good reception, and Styles said he controls his own destiny. He said he could beat anyone who comes at him, but then continued on to paint different scenarios how he could lose the WWE Championship at Fastlane. Baron Corbin came out and started a little back and forth with AJ, and then Kevin Owens joined and continued talking about all the conspiracy theories about Shane McMahon having a huge vendetta against Kevin. Then Shane McMahon came out to answer those allegations head on, and it ended up with him booking a match between AJ Styles and Baron Corbin, and then he turned to Kevin Owens and booked a match with him against Dolph Ziggler, which was going to start right now. As you can understand, Kevin Owens was none too happy. Dolph Ziggler and Kevin Owens had a match next, and it was a pretty good back and forth, and there were a couple nice spots. But just as Dolph Ziggler looked like he was going to seal the hard-earned victory, Sami Zayn's music hits, and the underdog from the underground came dancing out. He walked up to the ring, and it was just enough to distract Dolph Ziggler so Kevin Owens could land a kick to the side of his head and score the pinfall. Next, Jinder Mahal came out and said he had a big revelation about Bobby Roode, and then he proceeded to unveil Bobby Roode's SmackDown Top 10 list like it ever mattered in the first place, and he said that he had Bobby Roode's voting sheet where he listed the top 10 superstars on SmackDown, and he listed himself at number 1, and that's cheating. Bobby Roode came out and he said that that's not really his, and they started going back and forth about it. They got in the ring, and all Jinder Mahal could do was talk about Randy Orton. He said Randy Orton wasn't on Bobby Roode's top 10 list. He said he thinks he's better than Randy Orton. He kept talking about Randy Orton, which was really weird, and then Randy Orton came out because he was like, I guess you guys are wanting me out here, so I'll come out. Orton threw Mahal out of the ring, but then turned around and took a glorious DDT from Bobby Roode to lay him out. Then Jinder Mahal jumped back in the ring and hit the Colossus on Bobby Roode, leaving him in the ring as well. So Jinder Mahal ended up posing over everyone at the end, looking pretty good. Then they went backstage and Daniel Bryan and Shane McMahon were standing there and talking about who should face Bobby Roode at Fastlane for the US title. Daniel Bryan said he thought Jinder Mahal should face him, and then Shane McMahon turned around and booked Randy Orton versus Bobby Roode. So that's your US title match at Fastlane. I highly suspect in the weeks to come that Jinder Mahal will find himself in that match. Charlotte Flair, Naomi, and Becky Lynch faced the Riot Squad next, and the Riot Squad ended up pulling out the victory after Ruby Riott caught Becky Lynch with a Riot kick when she was distracted. Then you had the New Day versus Shelton Benjamin and Chad Gable, which turned out to be a number 1 contenders match for the SmackDown Tag Team Championships at Fastlane, and the New Day won that one, with Xavier Woods hitting Shelton Benjamin with the Shining Wizard as he was distracted. There are a lot of wins when people are getting distracted. Bludgeon Brothers came out and destroyed 2 very, very unfortunate enhancement talents. And then AJ Styles versus Baron Corbin was the main event. It was a pretty good match, actually. Baron Corbin is getting better as the weeks go on, and if you're with someone like AJ Styles, it's almost impossible to have a bad match, because AJ Styles could probably have a good match with a bag of rocks. But after Baron Corbin muscled out of a calf crusher, he looked like he was going to hit an end of days. AJ Styles reversed into a phenomenal forearm out of nowhere, and he won the match. Then after everything was all said and done, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn jumped in the ring, and they attacked AJ Styles, but Baron Corbin laid both of them out with an end of days, and he got his heat back in a major way, and SmackDown Live went off the air with Baron Corbin looking strong. Fastlane is going to be a lot of fun, and that Fatal 5-Way match has 5 extremely hungry competitors ready to entertain the WWE Universe. Well, until next time, this is Aaron Varble. You have a good one. Bye.